that's really when, like, I started really shutting out my family, shutting out anybody that really cared about me because, in my eyes, they were sort of like a, I don't know, just an obstacle between me and my using. And, I just didn't have time for them anymore. So my world became really small, and then, I would sell everything I owned, including the shirt off my back, if it meant, getting drugs. So, yeah, that's basically what my world became. So,
how did you administer the drugs, Whitney?
Well, in the beginning, when I first, was introduced to opiates, I, would swallow Vicodin. So I would take it orally, and then as that progressed, it went from orally to I would then snort my drugs, and then I would smoke my drugs, and then the last, 6 years, I shot all my drugs, and it really became like whatever I was doing had to be shootable for me to use it. It was just sort of like the final frontier for me in a way. And, there was just something about like the needle that I was equally addicted to just as much as what I was putting in the needle. I remember when we were sick and we didn't have dope, we were just scrounging around for anything that we thought might have or resembled drugs, and we would shoot it just to like put a needle in our arm. So yeah, so that was, just as much of an addiction as like the substance itself.
So Whitney, tell me, you mentioned you were homeless with your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So being homeless, how did you pay for your drugs?
Well, when we were homeless, we, that made it everything very difficult, because, we had obviously nowhere to go and sleep and just sort of recuperate. And, so it was really difficult. We went weeks without sleeping. I'm not even exaggerating when I say that. Like, we went weeks without sleeping to the point where, we were both in full-blown psychosis. And, and then just living on the streets, you just are just prone to other, horrible things like just being dirty or hygiene and not being able to shower. I still have these spots on my head that are growing back hair because I was so far into psychosis. I was, I would just scratch at the spot on my head, and then I would end up getting these fungal infections that would just like take over, and I would lose my hair, and that was a result of being homeless and just being dirty.